and the stage is set, and as you can see, the beautiful backdrop that is Evergreen Speedway.
We just wrapped up practice for today and going straight into qualifying. And it's my birthday, so we've been having a good time. Amy surprised me at autograph signing. She had all the drivers kind of like hang out before they sit down, and as soon as I rolled up, they all sang happy birthday. We had cake, so oh man, it's been a cool day so far. I still got to work, I still got to drive, but it's been awesome. So feeling good into qualifying. Simen is looking good, so hopefully he's feeling good going to qualifying, and then celebrate my birthday some more today.
Well, this is K&N knockout qualifying. Simen Olsen, this guy's been making a lot of noise, man. Here he is. He's sitting top 5 right now. The debut of him and this car, the combination seems to be working. Wow. Simen Olsen, look at that, just getting intimate with the wall. And now in that power alley, rips into the second outside zone, the third outside zone. Simen Olsen is just big drift energy right now. Wow. The Feal suspension.
Man, they got
something. Yo!
They got something going on right in this car and this
They got
driver
the special sauce, dude. Boom, 89.33. Here we go. This is Bakchis. So the boss man, can he take down his own teammate Simen Olsen? They got 1 and 3 at our last round of competition in St. Louis. Bakchis wants a championship, and he's got to show up here in Seattle in order to do it. Happy birthday, by the way. 40 years old. Odie/Oldie Bakchis, as I was calling him. In that last outside zone, dials it in, hammers down. I mean, you got to think, wow. Simen Olsen just put down a heater of a run. He's going to give him some insight, right? Yeah, as he puts down a near 90 run.
Is he going to beat Simen's score?
And a 90,
there you go.
Odie Bakchis assumes the #1 spot and barely gets in, but the only one in the 90s. Yo. Olsen just hitting his stride, man. He's having fun. It's like you know, he's always got a smile on his face. He's got a really good positive attitude. Peanut butter and jelly, baby. You know, oldie Bakchis turning 40 yesterday. Seems to be working out. Here we go. Simen Olsen out front. Forrest Wang in the chase position. Both S chassis, but two very different setups. Forrest Wang lunges forward, has to back off. Olsen signed, sealed, and delivered into that first outside zone. Outside zone 2, fills all of it, transitions into outside zone 3. Boom, Forrest Wang getting nuts. Yellow Speed Racing. S chassis into that final outside zone goes Olsen.
Top 42, it went well. We had a battle with Forrest Wang. Coming in, I started in lead. He bumped me a little bit on the bank in RU1, so he got deemed at fault for that, and he also straightened after that, so he was deemed a 0. So I played it safe in my chase, a little bit behind, and just did my thing, tried to not incomplete, to have the advantage and not return the favor. You always want to have a good battle, but we will take whatever. We are high in the points, so. But now we have Jonathan Castro, So it's going to be a heater for sure for top 16.
Pacific Northwest, are you ready to see the show that is the Throwdown? Stomp your feet, Evergreen! Owner and pilot of the Feal Suspension GT Radial S chassis, it is Odi Bakchis! His teammate right here, first time driving an LS powered, first time driving an S chassis, and he is fighting for a championship as well. He got third place in St. Louis. He'd love to get the overall win. Feal Suspension, Pedal Commander, GT Radial S15. It is Simen Olsen. All right, here we go. Odi Bakchis, Ryan Literal. 2 S chassis, one with that supercharged LS and one with the RB. Here goes Odi Bakchis, Feal Suspension, S chassis. Ryan Literal dropped back there quite a bit. Look at how dialed Odi is. I mean, he's just on a tear. Works all the course, locks it up, just taps on in. Oh, here comes Ryan Literal. He surges forward in the outside zone 3. But Odi, unflappable. Just ripping. Keep in mind, Odi Bakchis sitting third in points with 1 and 2 going out. Here goes Ryan Literal. Is that too much room for Odi Bakchis? No, man, just say that. Come on, look at that. And Ryan Literal, big angle there. Power stop breaks into that power alley. Nice execution by Ryan Literal. Oh, Odi Bakchis shoots in on the inside. An awkward line by Bakchis, very uncharacteristic, going from outside zone 2 to 3. There you go. Odi Bakchis gets the win. Odi Bakchis gets the win. And, you know, and here we have Jonathan Castro. He's definitely due, man. Castro's a weapon. Again, probably one of the most iconic drift battles ever against James Dean in Florida. Here we go, Simen Olsen initiating.
Oh, yeah.
Look at Castro. Look at the cabin filled with smoke. These guys are shimming their way around the track into that power alley, into that third outside zone. See Castro kind of going back and forth. Side. Here we go. Jonathan Castro will lead. Toyota GR 86. The red, white, and blue. That's for the DR flag that's flying proudly. Let's go. On his car. Castro into that first outside zone. Simen Olsen both dropping in. See, again, a lot more settled here out front. Yeah. Olsen surges forward into that third outside zone. Past that front flip. And now bringing it on home. What do we got, boys? Woo! Line of left for Olsen, right for Castro, and Simen Olsen gets the victory. And we are advancing on to Simen Olsen and Dylan Hughes. So here we go, Simen Olsen, Jill the Dozer Hughes, initiating. Olsen, big, massive angle. Dylan, little lower angle, but great proximity. Olsen is just on one right now. Simen Olsen into that second outside zone, the power rally, now coming in. Into that inside clip. The amount of angle and the degree that he's throwing it at and holding onto it is absolutely insane. Again, that chase car can leave the line prior to the start. Here we go. We got the telemetry going. See what kind of speeds we get. 90 miles per hour on initiation. Initiating into that bank. Simen Olsen, great proximity. Look at that. Oh, he pulled away. Simen Olsen now falling out of angle. Coming to the power alley. Leave it all out of the track.
Oh, yeah.
Dylan Hughes into that second outside zone. Past that inside clip. And into that final outside zone. Here we go. Slide him left for Olsen, right for Dylan Hughes.
Oh, boy.
One vote for Olsen.
Oh,
One
boy.
more time. Oh, it's split decision. We are going one more time.
That's
Odi Bakchis, James Dean. James Dean called his NGK competition timeout. There's maybe saying water pump. They had the car on jacks. It's back here. It's back up and running.
Here's what happened with my battle with James Dean. We had a faster car. I felt really good. I felt confident. But I knew with a faster car, I have to start slowing down sooner in the decel zone coming off the bank. And I told myself that was the strategy. I was like locked and loaded in the car, ready to go, doing my burnout. 3/4 of the way through the burnout box, he calls at 5 minutes. I asked Formula Drift, can I change my tires because I will not have enough freaking tire if I do another warm-up and go out and do 2 killer runs. They said no, held it together, went out and burned my tires again, but was cautious, not overheating them too much because I wouldn't have enough tire left on my second run. And guess what? That strategy, knowing that we gripped up the car and I have to slow down sooner coming off the bank, that went completely out of my head.
Look at that. I mean, again, these S chassis of the Feal system. Oh, no! That could be 3 wheels off for Odie Bakchis. Overcooked it.
I, sure enough, went out there, did a killer lead on the bank. The car was gripped up, it was going faster. I decelerated in the same exact point that I have been all weekend long. That wasn't enough to decelerate the car and stay within the bounds. I went over the yellow line because I simply just spaced out and didn't remind myself the strategy with the gripped up car. You got to decel sooner because it was an absolute cluster with that 5 minute.
Not today. Here we go, James Dean up front, across the nose of the vehicle. The AutoZone Mustang RTR Spec 5, James Dean. Every other RTR Mustang has a win. James Dean would love to get that. 3-time champion going against Odie Bakchis. Whoa, Odie Bakchis, look at that. Drops right in from outside zone 2 to 3. Look at this, right on the door. Whoa, doctor, are you kidding me? Look at that. Slide him left or slide him right. James Dean gets the win.
Okay, something that I just learned, you know, as crazy as things get, you have a strategy, kind of have to like write it down in your brain and go back to it that no matter how crazy things get in between battles. You got to stick to that and not forget about it.
And here we go with the last battle of the Great 8. Who is going against James the Machine Dean in the Final 4? Where are my Simen Olsen fans at? Make some noise! Where are my Gym Team fans at? Make some noise! Here we go. The telemetry is on and Simen Olsen flicks it in. Dylan Hughes rolls into it. Simen Olsen, massive angle, that Feal suspension vehicle. Look at that, ripping into that first outside zone. Quick little bobble into the power alley. The dozer finds himself right there. Again, gets close, but definitely needs to mimic more of the angle. Has that proximity into that final. Oh, Simen Olsen does tap, but it does not affect the attitude of the vehicle. Telemetry is on, the G-force, the speed. Here we go, Dylan Hughes out front, Royal Purple. Oh yeah. BMW, throws it in, Simen Olsen drops into formation. Look at this. Oh, he drops, locking him up. Little left foot brake by Dylan Hughes into the power alley. Oh, right on the razor's edge. Using all of the courses, Dylan Hughes. Showing you the driving prowess past that inside clip. The Ford Star standing out, showing you the correction, coming back, just zooming past that Norwegian flag. P&W makes some noise, because Dylan Hughes gets the win!
Yeah, so I am kind of furious because we had a better car, I feel like, at this round than majority of the grid. It was working, we had room to go. So Simen went out in grade 8 as well, which after multiple one more times, the cars were just, we were on it, we're good. Next time.